He jets at scars that never felt a wound. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, that thou her maid art for more fair than she. But not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, and no one but fools do swear it. Cast it off. It is my lady, oh, it is my love.
I, me.
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night, being over my head as a winged messenger of heaven, unto the white, underturned, wondering eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze on him, with his bestrides the lazy, pasting clouds and fall sails upon the bosom of the air.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not, be but sworn, my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's a Montague? It is nor a hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name that which we call rose by any other name would smell as sweet? So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Romeo doth thy name, and for thy name which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus bescreened in night, so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name, I know not how to tell thee who I am. My dear, dear saint is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had it been written, I would tear the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo, and a Montague?
Neither, fair saint, if either thee dislike.
How camest thou hither, tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place of death, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
With love's light wings did overperch these walls, for stone limits cannot hold love out. And what love can do that dares love attempt? Therefore thy kinsmen are no let to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more peril in thine eyes than 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enmity.
I would not for the world they saw thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their sight, but thou love me, and them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate than death prolonged wanting of their love.
By whose directions foundest thou out this place?
By love, who first promoted me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I lent him eye. I am no pilot, yet though as far as that vast shore washed with the furthest sea, I would adventure for such merchandise.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden blush be paint on my cheek for that which thou hast heard me speak tonight. Fain would I dwell on form, fain deny what I have spoke, but farewell compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Yet, if thou swearest, thou mayest prove false. At lovers' perjuries, then say Jove laughs. Jove laughs. O gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. Or if thou thinkest I am too quickly won, I'll frown and preserve and say thee nay. So thou wilt woo, but else not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayest think my favour light. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those that have more cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange. I must confess but thou overhearest me. I was where my true love's passion, therefore pardon me, not impute this yielding to light love, which the dark night hath so discovered.
Lady, by wonder blessed moon, I swear that tips with silver all these fruit tree tops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the innocent moon, that monthly changes in circular orb, less than thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all, or if thou wilt swear by gracious self, which is God of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart's dear love.
Well, do not swear. Although I joy in thee, I have no joy in the contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning which doth seize, to be, ere one can say, it lightens. Sweet good night. But this bud of love, by summer's ripening breath, may prove a beauteous flower, when the next we meet. Good night, as sweet repose and rest come to thy heart, and within my breast.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would it were where to give it again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank, and give it thee again, and yet I wish for the thing I have. My boundary is as boundless as the sea. My love is as deep, the more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite.
Juliet!
I hear some noise within. Dear love, adieu. Anon, good nurse, sweet Montague, be true. But stay a little, I will come again.
Oh, blessed night, I am afraid, being in night all this but a dream, too flattering sweet to be substitle.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. But if thy bent of love so honorable, thy purpose of marriage, send me word tomorrow, by one that I'll procure to come to thee, where and what time thou wilt perform the rite. And all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee with my words throughout the world.
Madam!
I come anon, but if thou meanest not well, I do beseech thee.
Madam!
By and by, I come, to seize thy suit and give me to my grief. Tomorrow I will send.
So thrive my soul.
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worse to want thy light. Love goes toward love as schoolboys from their books, but love from love toward school with heavy looks.
Hist, Romeo, hist! Oh, for a falconer's voice, to lure the tassel gentle back again. Bondage a horse may not speak aloud, else would I clear the cave where echo lies, and make the airy tone more hoarse than mine, with repetition of my Romeo's name.
It is my soul that calls upon my name, how silver sweet and lover's tongue by night, like softest music to attending ears.
Romeo!
My dear,
At what o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
at the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I have forgot what I did to call thee back.
Let me stand here till thou remember it.
I shall forget to have thee still stand there, remembering how I love thy company.
And I'll still stay and have thee still forget, forgetting any other home but this.
'Tis almost morning. I have thee gone, and yet no further than wanton's bird, who lets it hop a little from her hand like a poor prisoner in his twisted gyves, with a silk thread floated it back again, so loving jealous of his liberty.
I would I were thy bird.
Sweet, so would I, yet I should kill thee, much cherishing good night, parting is such sweet sorrow, that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Sleep dwell upon thine eyes, peace in thy breast, where sleep and peace so sweet to rest. Hence will I to my ghostly father sail, his help to crave and my dear hap to tell.